Pretty easy bass line. The difficult part is how quick the tempo is, which is, of course, why we've simplified the bass line. First, let's go through it. Playing open notes, we're in the B flat. So you're going to be rooted here on the first fret of your A string. There's your B flat. So conveniently for us, the 1 and the 4, which would be the E flat, next string over. The 3rd is an open string, and B flat, the 3rd, is your open D string. So first line we're going to do is, of course, we're going to outline our B flat major. So we play B flat, open D, F, and then we're going to play the open G as the 6th, and then we're going to go up to the A flat, which is the minor 7th, the dominant 7th of the key B flat, and then we're going to walk back down G, F. That's the basic line we're going to use. Root, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 6th, 5th, 6th. And for the second half, we're going to go up to the high B flat, 3rd fret on your G string, and then play an open D. So that whole first line will sound like this, slowly. Up to the high B flat. Now we're going to have to fret this note, so we're going to use that open D and move our hand up here to the B flat, and we're going to play the root, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the flat 7th, and straight back down. Since this is a 2-bar phrase instead of a 4-bar phrase, we're not going to use as many different versions of it. We're just going to go sort of right up the scale: root, 3rd, 5th, 6th, 7th, 5th, 6th, 5th, 3rd, which is just sort of up the scale of the minor 7th, adding that 6th. It's a really obvious rockabilly sort of sound, headed toward jazz. And then we're going to play that last G as an open G. And then we're going to go back to the root position, but start the next line with a high B flat, open D, F, open G, B flat, G, F, open D. Now here comes the 2-5 turnaround. So we're going to start with a C, which is the 3rd fret in our A string, and we're going to play a C, open D. Now we're going to walk chromatically up to the F by playing an E flat on the 1st fret on your D string, and then an E natural. It's going to take you to the F, and then we walk down the F7 scale, which is F, E flat, open D, C. So that whole turnaround will sound like this. And then we have the turnaround where we played 2 beats, and we're just going to play the root because it's going by so fast that to add any other note would sort of muddy up the music and get in the way. So we're going to play B flat for 2 beats, D flat for 2 beats, C for 2 beats, and B natural. And you see the way that I'm fingering, I'm using 1 finger for every fret. If you're a beginner, you could do that, but again, I'm a big advocate for, if you're going to be serious about this, you might as well get used to getting the strength in all your fingers. Now, for the second half, we're going to fret all these notes like we did the E flat. So, starting out in our position, we know the basic position of a major triad, which I've hopefully beaten into you by this point, starting in B flat, which is going to be the 6th fret on the E string. We're going to play the root, the 3rd, the 5th, the 6th, the 7th, and back up to the 6th. And then do the same thing, but starting with the high B flat. This place would be the 7th fret on our D string. So same position, same line basically, but we're starting the first half of it on a low B and the second half on a high B flat. Low B flat, high B flat. So the whole thing would sound like this. Now, it's going to take some time, but as you see, if you have your hand nice and spread out and stretched out, you really don't have to move your hand at all. It's just the fingers. So then that D leads us right there for a hand to be in the right shape to play the outline of the E flat major 7. And then let's go back up and start with the high B flat for the B flat 7 arpeggio. Now we're going to start here with the C. As you see, we don't have to move our hand at all. We can play by fretting this whole line without moving our hand one fraction of an inch if our hand is good and spread out. So we play the C on the 8th, 5, 6, 7, 8th, that's correct, 8th fret on the E string. Fret the D and walk up chromatically to the F. And then down the F7. And then our B flat, D flat, C, B, back to the B flat. And that's how you play that Jumpin' Jive.